What's up and welcome back to the Powerball Podcast where you play to win. We are here to win. I'm just playing. I hope we win.
Wow.
What is everybody? So like you said, the Powerball is now out and active. Active is full.
What's it at?
$1.1 billion.
It's sorry that the winner only gets a payout of like 494 million.
Not even.
At the one time payout?
That's when they take the taxes off.
My bad.
Yeah.
Then you have more taxes taken out.
Just bullshit.
More bullshit.
Then what's the point?
Money in the USA just like confuses the fuck out of me. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That sucks.
Because it doesn't make sense where some of it goes and where it doesn't, and then where it's like, I don't know. So at the end of the day,
Why do they get it if I got lucky?
think about how much money is just numbers, like, just on your screen.
So either way,
A lot
they're
of
up. They're just
Yes.
waiting for somebody to pay them out.
Yes.
Literally. Damn, I literally know what I would do if I won the money. I would
Thought you were gonna tell me what happened, like the amount after taxes and the additional taxes.
I'm sorry, bro.
That's what I thought that was gonna.
I got sidetracked. I got super sidetracked.
He's got it though, so don't even worry about it.
I do have it.
But meanwhile, he finds that. A
That's
quick
sorry as
word
fuck.
from our sponsor, Gabe's Works. Now, Gabe,
So
you just talk.
I have the most recent number. When it was at 950 million, I'll have to do it one more time. But when it was at 950 million, the cash option would be the lump sum of 428.9 million, and then you have federal taxes. The IRS automatically withholds 24% upfront, so that's 102 million withheld. Initial payout after withholding will be 326 million. But actual federal tax bill is 37%, the top bracket. So then you owe 158.9 million. So that's 56 more due at tax time. So your final take home from 428.9 million minus the other 158.9 million would be 270 million dollars. So going
Out of the
from
1.1.
that was out the 9.5. Let me
Still sorry. I go from 1.1 thinking I'm about to be rich as fuck. I'm about to be Bill Gates rich.
Now you're just gonna be rich
Close.
as hell.
That's sorry as fuck. I probably got a good NBA contract, the most. A good one, más o menos.
Are you fucking crazy?
Bro,
You think a normal NBA contract
No, he's
is
saying
$500
good one.
million?
No, he's
No,
saying
200.
in like the amount,
200
in the amount of time it's gonna.
LeBron James is barely getting paid.
no, like after everything, he probably got a good lump sum.
So, the current at 1.1 billion, cash value is typically 55%. So estimated 550. 24% after taxes, 132 million withheld. 37%. Basically, the total take-home lump sum after the 1.1 is 346 million dollars.
That's not that bad.
After the 1.1, the 1.1 turns into how much?
346 million.
Over 700,000, well, almost $700,000.
Yeah, but I mean,
700 million.
off $2 investment,
I'm tripping.
it's not that bad.
You're right. It's not that bad, but it's a lot. But I can tell you right now, if I was to win, and because one, you can't just like go get it, and they do not ship that shit to the bank account. They put it in a trust fund. Okay, so then you can pull from the trust fund. So you have to hire a lawyer, attorney, and all that, and also a financial agent.
Do they take the taxes even though it's going into the trust? Like before you even receive it, they're still taking all those taxes out? That's
No,
a dick.
they take out like what's on the ticket is like 498 million, right? So then at tax time, so you can either pay it up front right now, of course, or you can pay it at the end of the year. So yeah,
So yeah, you do get all of it.
yes, but you still have to pay 150 in taxes.
Not if it doesn't exist anymore.
Correct.
Not if it's like buried under fucking trust under land.
Or you just invested.
Hey,
Yeah,
you
literally.
get rid of that shit.
So what I
Nobody
would
gonna
do,
tax.
of course, I
You
would
invested, you don't get taxed.
retire my parents, give them 10 million, not each, as a collective. They can have 10 million. So boom, then you fellas would never have to work a day in your life. Me and my girlfriend will be one, either mine and her, So y'all would not have to work. I would give y'all a signing bonus of $1 million, and then I will hire y'all as high executives in my company.
What
My-
is this company though?
Yeah,
My
what's that
company is going to be a wedding venue / a
Nice.
15 place / an event center. So then we'll have to, of course, build it on some nice land. Of course, find some nice land everywhere. And y'all be executives. There is a person over equipment, operations, and also social.
So this
media
is a huge
influencer.
company.
This is a huge.
We're doing maybe
We're actually buying all the events.
all of
So,
East Texas,
As y'all been executives,
North Texas, maybe.
y'all can then hire directors to run the building. So essentially, you'll just be running the directors.
So we can do all North, East, South Texas,
Well, realistically, you're gonna start with one.
East.
What if you still want something to do? I mean, I can't run it myself.
What do you mean you're running it yourself? You're gonna have 1 million. You can, of course, you can have
have your
something-
own.
you can have your own.
I know,
But
but
as far as like me directly giving it to you, that's why to cut away the taxes to where y'all won't have to pay as much taxes. It'll be coming from the business, the LLC. The business will be paying the taxes. Y'all won't have to pay.
can
the
I take it
taxes.
in Bitcoin?
You can.
Can you cash out?
Great. Yeah, you cash at
You
me.
cash at me? Nah, but yeah,
That's a lot
that's
to
that's
cash
my
out.
idea that I had. What is something that y'all would do if y'all were to win?
Go down the line.
Well, no, I kind of want to go into the aspect of, like, well, we could touch back on it, but like how we would make our venues different from other ones. But I think somewhere like going to the places we've been to, like now, I feel like it helps me see like what makes a lot of money, and I think what makes a lot of money is either like a bar or some type of like entertainment filled activity center somewhat. It just has to be different, you know, like a lot of the stuff you see it repetitively everywhere just because it's easy. But
But now
when you got the money, you can spend a little extra and you won't really be tripping if you are like risking money to try to make money, you know what I mean? Like you won't be feeling as big as a risk to go and spend, let's say, 20 bands on this piece of equipment or this like machine or this something, and maybe people don't like it or people they do, but you have that comfort in being like, okay, I tried it and it didn't work and that's it. But yeah, something along those lines. You too?
My turn now. If I won the lottery, and I got the 346, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
I guess I would start by investing into like properties,
Like real estate?
real estate.
Would you go like the Airbnb route or putting people in houses?
I'll probably build new houses, sell them or something. I also want to like start a company. I'll start a company. I'll start a construction company. It could be like commercial. It can be It could be everything. You know, like
What would you
any
call
other
it?
construction company.
What would you call it?
Like I'm talking about like general everything, like from start to finish. What would I call it? Building with. I don't know. Building with me.
Huh?
Building with
Lalo.
Mm.
Building with Lalo.
Like house has gone brazy.
Lalo. House is going crazy.
But I also
No. That could be some addition. No, because I want to do all of it. Like I want to do from like the
You want them to be
groundwork,
able to
the
walk
dirt
in.
work, from everything, from the
Like you're
concrete,
doing-
from the
you're doing
slab,
that.
from the to the frame. If it's metal frame, whatever. Like you know, I'm talking about like, and I'm talking about like hospitals, like big buildings. I'm talking about construction. I'm talking about my own dump trucks. I have everything. We're doing everything,
Like you don't have to rent nothing from somebody. You don't have to
and I have my
have
own.
a partnership.
And I have
with them.
crews for everything, like shit like that.
Like build roads.
Everything.
I heard people that build roads, they do good.
They do good as fuck. And yeah, the city, ellos contratan a gente, you know, like just like a contractor basically. It's not city people. It's just other contractors. They have to do it to the specifications of just like stuff like that. So I'll probably have to invest into like all those certifications that we might have to get and all this and that. Investing into like good workers, good people, like executives. I'll have to have vice president, CEO, like, you know, stuff like that. So, hell yeah, like a big old company.
That'd be crazy. Just
¿Y tú
starting
qué?
your own company.
Apartments maybe. Good, but I do like several stages. I do a low end, a medium, and a high end. And everybody's still getting pretty much the same thing at different.
Apartamentos en Nueva York.
Okay, it's gonna cost a shit ton just to even build them motherfuckers. But real estate, you can never go wrong. What else? What was I gonna say?
Real estate for sure.
I was gonna say a good one. Maybe a private jail.
a private jail.
Pretty much, yeah. make some good money on the side, I think this will private. If they get a good amount per head in there, I don't know. That's a different topic. To
I
talk
also
about,
think
and
like
that's
I'd want to make something, like, you know how people go to Shark Tank and do all like, I'd want to make like a candy or like
make this
like
shit
some,
now, bro.
you know what I mean?
What's holding you back from making it now? Don't say money.
Well, I mean, how am I gonna make candy? Like, how would I put it? It's because I would want to like have everything I need already, like to make a good candy. You know how like Mr. Beast got big and then made candy. You know, I want to have all those finances and then make like a good candy. Because right now, obviously, I'm not gonna be able to go taste test here, taste test there, like, because I want to make like a good candy, like as big as Hershey's or something, like some
I'd do hella collab
chocolate
with
or
that
like.
shit.
I most definitely would not tell people like that's.
But there will be signs.
Because bro, people
Well,
don't know who
exactly,
like
there will be
the owner of
I
Hershey's.
saw the sign.
Like, where'd
Snickers.
that Great.
He's a
Where's
billion.
Phantom
I saw
come
the
from?
sign.
So much money, and he's just walking around, and nobody knows his name. Nobody knows he owns Snickers. Nobody knows he owns whatever the fuck. But
Until you see me in the Phantom, then you're like, he did something. I don't know what it is.
I most definitely would not tell people I won a lottery, but you'll be able to tell like I would have like clean money if that makes any sense. Like I would dress nice, like you know, like a white shirt, khaki pants. You
I know exactly.
and
what
you
he's
know
saying.
like people like
An AP,
and they, exactly nigga like I would have like $100,000 watch
and
on.
that's the only piece of
exactly.
and one ring or something.
Bro, it's just like they're
I'm buying hella dry fit shorts.
The Adam Sandler route.
Fucking hella dry fit shorts.
No, what I would do,
Hella fucking Vans. hella
Hella fucking G Bezos.
first thing I would do, like first big purchase I would do, buy land and then I would build my house there.
Hell yeah.
It's not going to be in this city. It'll be a city nearby. Of course, I'm not going to disclose that location because if I do win it, you will not see me. You will not know. Man.
Wow, really?
But
That'd be a good 30 minutes out.
yeah, I most definitely, that money will be, because then you can put it in a trust. You can put it in a trust and then that money grows every single year without touching it. So realistically, I've seen a lot of people like not have money after they won a lottery. I'm just like, how the fuck you fumble the bag that much? Like, bro, if you put your money in a trust and you can still spend like,
But it's like I just
2 million, 3 million a year.
I don't think you understand. I have trust
And that
issues.
is so much freaking money, way. You know what you're saying kind of makes sense. Maybe I wouldn't even do anything.
I'm trying.
I
to
might
have,
just fuck around
I'm
and
trying to have my
You don't gotta do
grandkids
shit,
set
really.
up.
relax.
Bro, I think I'd overthink it so much
you want.
to the point where I wouldn't spend it for probably like 2-3 weeks.
It's because I don't know how the money works, but I don't know if every year you have to pay tax on it anymore. Like,
You'll still have to pay tax. Like especially with property
So,
tax. Like if I buy a property that's worth like the property's like $5 million. Like let's say I want like 40-50 acres, right?
Oh.
You gotta buy property tax,
Not
bro.
unless you bury
okay, so
somebody
we're
back,
that's
make
just
it a
what I'm about to say.
cemetery. No more property tax.
No more
I mean,
property tax. You, whoever in your family, not even to sound rude and like sound like I'm taking advantage or like I would take advantage.
You're
But like,
going for the team.
what like if one of my family members was to die, I would be like, you know what? I have
Thank
such
you.
a big piece of land that I am choosing to kind of like build a fence right here and like make a real nice place right here. And like, you know, and Gabe can weld it. His company can weld it. Because pues ya, para ese tiempo, he's not even going to be welding. He's just going to be like, hey, mira.
Oh yeah, I can pay about $12 an hour. Go do that shit. Go do that shit. Y'all better be done by 6.
You seen those videos when they're like,
He's gonna be, bro. You're gonna be such a dick.
Nah, I'm a pretty good boss. I swear I'm a pretty good boss. I think so.
Nah, I feel like when it comes down to it, you're gonna be a dick. Like the interactions you have with people whenever you do get frustrated already, I feel like they're gonna be 10 times worse.
nah,
If I
because
had money,
he's not gonna have
I
to be
couldn't give a
that
fuck.
stressed, you know. It's not like he's gonna be like, I'm gonna lose money on this job. I mean, he might, but he's not gonna be like, he's not that stressed, you know. He's like, you know.
But they say it's like a really big stress whenever you are that wealthy, because you have to keep it there.
Yeah, you do. So you want to kind of maintain.
But
that.
that's why you have money put in a trust fund, and then you only have
Yes.
the money that you willing to spend.
I know.
Yes,
but
yes,
I'm saying
yes.
like it's hard for a lot of people to know when because I know rich people know like, because I've seen it for one, like they still make choices like
to
that's
hold
not a
them,
smart
when to fold
decision,
them.
you know, like when it comes to the bigger purchases or people like things they want to invest in, they're not stupid. Like they won't throw money out the ass for something they want to invest in.
Well, like Gabe was saying, and like how I said earlier, también, if we got all that money and we just kind of like invested it, we learn how to invest, or like, you know, it might be dumb, it might not be dumb, but like, you know, people have like personal, what is it called, that dude, like they'll tell
Like
them,
a
you know,
finance person?
like a finance person, they'll be like, hey, you know, it's kind
Financial
of,
advisor?
it would
It's
be
either
kind
an
of
advisor or
smart,
an assistant
it would be
sometimes,
smart
'cause
to invest right here,
when
right
you
now.
have that much money.
This person to try and take advantage of me and be like, well, I make $130,000 a year. But like, shut the fuck up. No, you don't. You're not about to pull that bullshit. Like, okay.
Well, I mean,
Once
would you not
got
want
the
to?
money-
Would you not want to pay somebody that much if they're helping you make more than $1 million a year?
No, bro. I do not. 100%. I don't. Because at what point, when are you taking advantage of me and when are you not?
How are you?
I'd have trust issues.
Because at the same time, you have
trying to squeeze an extra $40,000 out of me.
Bro, they
because
did
I
it to
got
LeVar Ball, bro.
No, okay, so look, at some point you have like a personal advisor. They work for you, right? You
Mhm.
pay them. You're basically like you giving them a job. You're their employer, and at some point you gotta realize people go to school just for that, and then if you give them a good job, you pay them a good amount. You know, you just made this person's life. You know,
The crazy thing is, I see
like,
both sides.
They're gonna be like, if it was you, would you be really grateful for that job? You know, for the opportunity that somebody gave you.
But that's the thing. Like
That's the
in
thing.
his head space, he's looking at the other way. Like this motherfucker is gonna take
But
advantage
for-
of
like me
how easy it
myself.
was already. You know.
Me myself, I try to be as true as I fucking can. As
Yeah.
true. If I could make $5,000 just from stupid taxing somebody, or if I could be honest, my fucking hour, whatever it is, how much I charge, and I make underhand like 1,005, whatever the fuck. Would I take advantage of this individual? Be like, it's 5,000 because of the fucking premium air I'm putting in your tires.
What
Exactly. Like,
But
that-
because
bro,
they don't know any better.
But the financial advisor, he's just telling you like this could work for you. Like you should probably want to do this,
But
and they're probably not gonna get anything from
that's the
it
thing. I see your side
because they're just getting paid from you.
Mhm.
You know, they're not gonna win anything or lose anything if you don't do it. You know, but like at some point, it's kind of like a job where it's like if they keep telling you should do this and you keep like nah, I don't feel like it because I already looked into it and you know you made your own research or whatever, and then you keep fumbling the bag on those, and then you're like, hey, no, you suck. I'm gonna get another financial advisor because you're not helping me win nothing, and I'm paying you for shit. Like, you know,
You can't.
it's kinda
Like, this is
that.
a financial advisor person that knows about money. What if they know about the money so well? They're like, okay, I'm making 100, whatever the fuck a year. Stay here 5 years. That's 500. I put that away, make my own money back. That 500 will start generating. I just gotta stay here long enough. He got to make at least enough money to last me 5 years.
Hey.
I'll drain him by the end of the 5 years. Fuck him. I'm up.
So then you just found a way to become something like that and taking a shorter route. You become a financial advisor. You learn. You get a job, and boom.
Not if I got the money. To
That's why
fucking-
you
I
also
don't
also have to have a private
For all those
investigator.
people
You
out
have
there
to have
listening,
somebody that's auditing your accountant without your accountant knowing it.
there's a way to do everything. Way, you know, you could get
Your accountant can never know you have a private
you
investigator.
know, your insurance can audit you, like shit like that. Like people, audits are crazy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Bro, I literally see what he's saying. I also see what you're saying. Earlier, like not earlier, but when I had the thought process, yeah, I'm gonna just hire somebody. They gonna be grateful for this position. No, cause like, what if you have an interview? You have to interview an accountant to see like how they're gonna do with your finances. They sound good, and then you realize like, I'm missing like, it may be small at first. I'm missing like 5K. What the fuck? I'm missing like 10K. Now you're missing 100K. You know what I mean? What if that person gonna try and take advantage of you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though you think like, oh, I got plenty of money and I can just give them this money, 130K, 150K, whatever. At the end of the day, they trying to make a living for themselves,
Yeah.
and you don't know how that person gonna be.
Yeah. Like
That's the
Like,
worst
hell yeah,
part
like,
about it.
Different,
I always understood that though. Like, but at the end of the day, you know, if you're doing things right, as like if it was you, like, you know, as in this is your business and you're paying somebody. If you're doing things right and you're doing all the audits, you're doing stuff like that. You're taking care of business. At some point in time, you should be confident enough to know like if somebody's doing some rat shit, they're gonna get caught because you know I'm
Most
doing what I'm
definitely.
supposed to. Most definitely,
But
they're gonna
Bro,
get
and
caught.
that's the thing. That's crazy because earlier I was like, I even chat GPT the stuff, and it even goes back into like what you're saying right now because it's like the law of like what you attract, like within the
No,
universe.
attraction.
Yeah. So, though, to kind of put it into shorter words, like the universe and your energy and what you kind of like put out and you bettering yourself and I started searching up like what like classifies as you falling in between that. And there's other things that go into it, like frequencies and stuff, but I didn't get too much into it because it's a bunch of stuff that looks like gibberish and stuff. But
the main part that it was probably time to tell me.
Yeah, but I didn't have enough time to look over it. But the law I'm talking about is basically saying that whenever you're trying to be better, whenever you're trying to, let's say, like become, that's why I say like surround yourself around people that you want to become. Like you're gonna become who you surround yourself with, like that, because I was into it too. But it says that with your energy and everything that you're putting out into the universe, that it's basically gonna feed these people to you, like these good people, these people that are on the same frequency and headspace as you, people that are, and like that people that are not in like the best interest for you, and that have, let's say, like ill intent, or like they're hating on you and you don't know it, or whatever the case may be, they'll start to drop and be more noticeable, and like their downfall will be more hard, just because the energy you're putting out and like you having good integrity, having like all just like a pure intention basically. That as long as you stay that way, that's how like your life is gonna change. And like that's basically how the law works.
I do believe in the law of attraction and manifesting, and what you like the tongue is very strong, and whatever you say could come true. Not come true, but like, you know what I mean? Like, be careful with what you say, because you can fuck around and get it. That you never heard that one?
Yeah.
Like, you could be like, well, I'm a fucking like, I don't know, maybe something negative. You could be in an argument and be like, I guess I wish I would drive off a fucking bridge or whatever. Be careful, because you might just get that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Like,
speaking of driving off a bridge and making money, what would be the vehicles that you would have if you were to win the lottery?
one that will survive driving off a bridge.
So me personally, I would get that blindada. What?
Hell yeah.
Like
An
bulletproof?
Escalade, thick ass, like 2-inch fucking windows, and then fucking white and yellow lights in the front. Fuck yeah, a millionaire driving around this. Oh, I'm about to say stupid ass. I'm gonna take that back. A millionaire driving around. I'm not about to get fucking got like that.
They're gonna.
I'm not gonna go out like Tupac.
They're gonna kill you for no reason, just for
Maybe
envy.
they think I got money on me.
That's true, right?
What if they just try to rob me?
But I mean, they're not gonna know it's you. You gotta stay quiet, stay
I want that
silent.
Escalade.
Anyway, me, the truck I would get, it'd probably be one of those, the Tahoes, the Z70.
ZL1s?
The Z70.
ZR2s?
Is it 71? Z71?
271?
Or what is it?
They have a Z71 and they have a ZR2s
Oh.
for a Chevy. So I have 8 vehicles.
Whoa.
And let me break it down. So I asked ChatGPT, because I talked to it a lot. My 8 vehicle, if I was a multi-millionaire, I would have an everyday / a family vehicle. So the 2 would be, I would want a Tesla Model 3. Okay, those are the normal looking ones.
That's
okay,
the
not the huge humpback one. And then the second one would be a Cadillac Escalade, of course. Utility / work, if I wanted to do like any hard work or anything like that, it'll be a GMC Sierra 2500 HD. Okay, 2500 or 3500. You know, I got a company, I got all this shit, I gotta carry. Okay, and also I want a Polaris RZR. Okay, like going off road, like just stupid fun shit. You know what I mean?
Un racer?
Huh? Yeah, racer. Yeah.
Un racer son.
And muscle / performance, of course. I'm black. Gotta get a Hellcat. Okay.
Black is crazy.
Oh, wow.
You had to
So
add that bar.
there's 2 for performance. That'll be Hellcat and also a Corvette C8. Okay, the 2-door Corvettes. And then my exotic cars, only 2 exotic. I would have a Ferrari SF90. And then the other one would be just like some old classical car. And that's
a Countach.
Huh?
Is that a Countach?
Yeah, I believe so. Or even like an old like 1960 car, or even anything that's like exotic like that. To where like I got like everything that's not breaking the bank, and all that is like literally under $1 million
For all those cars?
for all those vehicles.
Bullshit.
Yes.
Fuck no.
Yes.
The Cadillac alone is like $2,500. $250,000 at least. Black badge?
Cadillac V? No, it's like 150.
The Escalade?
150.
It's like 150.
Shit, we're looking at different ones, bro.
What?
You're looking at the one with all the mods.
I'm looking at the good one.
The Safari, the Ferrari at most is $590K. and then everything else.
I'm already at 750 with just those two. I'm getting
Tesla Model
collectors.
3 is 40,000. GMC Sierra, 70.
I think to write off money, I just gift cars.
What are you gonna give me?
Yeah,
Huh?
you can give.
Why don't we gift
gifts.
each other's?
You can give gifts up to $18,000 without taxes. Anything after 18,000, it has to be taxed.
Everybody getting used Teslas. Under 18.
Everybody's
What do you mean?
everybody's getting a C10.
Nah, low key, every year I just buy one more Escalade. Just one more.
Write it off for your
And
company.
when you got a fucking convoy at the end of 5 years, and they're like, hey, where we going?
Somebody give me a
And then
cat
fucking
eye.
walkie-talkies in the air, everybody's zoom, 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 zoom. Hey, I'd hire
Throw that fucking-
drivers.
Tumbada, like all fiendered out.
Fuck, hell yeah, I'm
No
a cat
bullshit.
eye. Better
got
fucking
security
clean.
24/7.
I win the money. We're going on a trip to wherever y'all want to go.
Nah, I think we're gonna go on a freaking world tour, bro.
Yeah, I'm going on
Like,
tour. I'm going to world. I'm
Like-
not bullshitting. I'm not bullshitting. Like, hell yeah, TYF takes the world. I'm like, where'd y'all get that? Shut the fuck up,
Shut the
bro.
fuck up.
Just shut the fuck up.
How the
Watch.
fuck are these niggas from Tyler on Netflix?
Hey, just watch the stream, bro.
You know what I would do, Way, with that money? I would invest it into my city.
Yeah, I would do that too.
No,
I would
Fuck, I would
invest
take care of
it.
myself first.
I would invest it into my city.
You're gonna
I
give
would
this
give it
city-
to all the Congress people. I would give it to all those people. I would like invest it and donate it to them and everything, and be like,
Nah, he
here you
cooking,
go,
he cooking.
here
Let
you
him cook.
go, here you go, all this tax money, you know, like that I'm getting no tax, whatever, you know, all these donations that I'm making to my city, and at the same time, I'm gaining this power.
At the same time,
I'm gaining the power,
What if they're corrupt?
and they are. So at this point, I'm taking power, you
Stop
know,
it, Way.
because it's like, well, he actually gives us hella money. He just helped us build like hella
no,
fucking
bro,
shit.
they still gonna fuck you.
You know,
you still get fucked.
In
bro.
the nicest way possible, you still gonna get fucked.
Yeah.
I mean, you doing a good thing, but there's always evil people after you. People not gonna like you just because
He wants to be in charge of the corruption.
the way I was just talking about, that literally was corruption. I'm talking about corruption. I would invest it to.
I would corrupt my fucking city.
I would corrupt my fucking city. That way,
I'd increase the corruption. That's what I would do. I'd
play.
invest into the corruption.
I'm playing. That's a joke, bro. That's a joke.
At first, I thought you were just trying to glaze the city.
But yeah, moving on from this topic, the Powerball is at 1.1 million. Even if you buy 100 tickets, 200 tickets, your chances are still 242 million. So do not try to buy a whole bunch of tickets. You just add more money to taxes.
Just get one or two. Yeah.
Yeah.
Te toca, te toca.
Yep.
Okay.
$4 into 490 million, 300 something after taxes. Hey,
Other than that, show up to fucking work. Go to work. Quit being a bitch. I don't know what. I mean, you're not gonna just get rich staying at home, laying down in bed, watching us fucking all day. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Fuck is
It's
that?
that one.
Center.
Diagonal for me. Oh, it's that one. So yeah. Fuck, guys.
Let me tell you a little bit about our fishing trip today.
Hell yeah.
So we got out there. We got shit started. It's gonna be on the channel if it's not already. Don't forget to check that out. Like it, share it, send it to your homie. We got about 35 fish.
So I was actually talking to J Rock. He also went fishing with us. Shout out J Rock. We estimated probably caught like 50.
Mm-hmm.
Cause we threw like at least each of us threw probably 3 or 4 back
Mm-hmm.
that we could not keep.
They're little.
Cause they were little and we were like, you know what, go, we'll catch you another time. But yeah. So how did y'all's fishing experiences go?
It was good. I in my opinion, I want to see bigger fish. I want to get the bigger ones.
Hey, bro, you want to catch bigger fish? You gotta have a bigger pole. You gotta have a bigger line.
I'm talking about
Oh.
bigger ones. Yeah, I want to try to get.
You gotta go in deeper though, no?
I'm talking about. I want to get a catfish.
Yeah.
Like that. That's about like 15 pounds.
Big as fuck for me.
It's
At
doable.
least. I want to get at least one something like that way. I want to catch it. Would you not want to?
I'm just saying. I mean, we just here now on the boat.
There's different locations where you actually can get like a bigger size catfish.
The ones we caught today were actually pretty good size.
They're pretty good size.
The one I ain't gonna lie, I have not seen that many big catfishes. Probably because we had 4 poles in the line.
We got-
at one time.
There's some like not pretty big ones, but they're like there's some big ones in there.
Yeah,
show-
we caught some.
You
pretty-
caught like 2 of those good sized ones, real good sized.
Shout
ones.
out, hell yeah.
Got a few of them motherfuckers.
Go tomorrow
But-
morning.
If y'all don't know, I mean, it probably does not look like it, but I really enjoy outdoor shit for the most part. I enjoy fishing. Like, the shit can get really nasty at times, like slimy. But when I go out there, I be like, bro, you know what? You didn't come out here for a photo shoot. You came out here for...
Nah, but still,
to
bro.
touch grass.
I think we should probably like next time we go together. I'm probably like somebody. I don't know, maybe me or all of us. We should like invest in maybe some wipes or something. Maybe it's like some of those like hand sanitized wipes. Cause bro, we handle chicken livers. So.
You know that there's on the way out a little spot where you can pull over and wash your hands and shit.
No, I did not. I rinsed my hands in the lake water, and then I had hand sanitizer in the truck, and it just and then I rinsed it with a water bottle.
Took a brush into my nails.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
I put my hands in the...
blood in it still.
Put my hands in the lake.
Yeah, don't say that.
Put my hands in the lake. I washed my hands at the hand washing spot a little bit. I got home. I deep cleaned my hands. I got in the shower. I washed my hands a whole bunch. But yeah, you know, I enjoyed it. I really no funny shit, no cringe shit. I really enjoyed y'all coming out there. I did, cause that's something that I enjoy doing, and to see y'all have fun doing it too, you know, made me
We
smile.
finna go again.
I'm off Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, okay, that's pretty soon. But anyway,
No, I usually have work Saturdays. I ain't gonna cast. That's why I'm usually not out there like that on Saturdays. I mean, maybe Sundays if you want to cast some shit, I'm down. But if I'm being honest, I want to try some golf.
Yeah.
I like the fits. I ain't gonna cap.
so
I fuck
you
with the
guys
fits.
have not
Golf
seen,
cart.
but I am horrible at golf. But I
wanna
am,
show 'em?
I am going golfing.
We'll
I am going
insert.
golfing. I have learned how to hit a club now.
Where'd you learn, bitch?
Not well.
TikTok.
TikTok. You're fucking making fun. Look at his shoulders. Look at his shoulders. I heard the fucking video.
Yeah, nephew.
But yeah, Top Golf is not my favorite. I enjoy putt putt. Putt putt, I can do the fuck out of putt putt.
I like
This
Top
is
Golf.
Chris. Look, this is Chris.
No, I enjoy Top Golf. I really
Look,
do.
This is the first one.
See, I'm dressed the part. I'm dressed for golf.
I was wearing my favorite that I'm wearing right now. You're swinging like if it was baseball, bro.
I think I got that lucky.
You're swinging like if it was baseball. That's the thing.
Happy Gilmore
Arm,
shit.
You're not supposed to bend that hoe. I just watched
Stop
one movie.
thinking your butt
I just
twin.
watched one movie.
Stop thinking your butt.
Happy Gilmore.
No.
Happy
'cause he
Gilmore
does the whole
2.
step, but I think it was like a tutorial or something like that. See, look, that was a good one.
Start thinking your butt
Watch
twin.
the tutorial. Where I did
If
that
we were
spin.
actually golfing, you know
Bro,
what that shit would
supposedly
have
Trump good than a
That
bitch.
shit would have went in the water.
Supposedly Trump badass.
Look, and then here's another one. Chris.
Break that bitch, Chris. The next one.
Somebody should have fell, so we could have recorded it. And we should have.
Right there, I was a little tipsy though.
Darling, hold my hand.
I mean, we had pregame before we went. You know, I had 2 or 3 beers while I was there.
No cap, I didn't
He's
do
over
that
here
good
playing
either.
the
I didn't learn how to actually hit it.
Look. This is Diego. I don't think we got it because something kept interfering with the video.
All right, now y'all both looking at the same time.
Not that phone. It wasn't worth fucking. He was using the putter though.
Me too. Dale.
Not a putter, like a 3 or 4.
Sí, güey. Dale con esta. A la verga, ya le diste.
I did not even see that you hit it though.
Type shit.
In the moment.
Hell yeah.
Because it was so fast, bro. Like, nah, but there was one because we were like split up. Like y'all two were together, and it was us two. There was like a turn where I swung it like 6 times, bro, and I missed. Embarrassing as fuck.
Yeah, I didn't have that. I mean, I hit some, but like I feel like
Oh,
I
yeah.
really didn't do
A
that
lot of
good.
times.
I felt frustrated because I didn't know how to hit it. Like I couldn't figure out where my hand. Had to go
I
and
started
stuff.
looking at the guys behind us, and I was like, damn, they suck too.
They
Oh,
suck
no.
too.
Now the guys to the right of us, they was hitting that bitch far as
No
fuck.
I had to rip the set for TYF.
Hell yeah. TYF
No,
Gabe.
I don't know. I feel like I got lucky in several of those hits. Cause like on a good one, if I would have just like off by an inch, I would have just kept going. But looking at the scoreboard, I was like about at 1,000. And everybody was like at a 400. I will say on the first game that we played,
I think with us, each one of us won at least one.
Chris's girlfriend wouldn't switch the names because we would do it each one manually. Like whenever I was done, I'll switch it to the next person. But when she would go, she wouldn't switch it, and then I would forget to switch it. So like I just knocked that motherfucker out the park,
Yeah, we
and
going
she
there
just
for her.
get an additional like 100 and something points. So she was telling me about like 700 and then 800, and I was like at 1,000. Everybody else was like at 400. When in reality, probably she would have been like at 400 with everybody else. No offense, but like
Damn, okay, we get it. She sucks.
no,
No,
she sucked. But
I will say she is way better than me, but I don't think she was hitting as hard as Gabe. Gabe was like literally out the park.
Damn, so now you're
Not
saying
the
she
part
sucks?
No, I'm not.
No
I'm
way.
playing. I'm playing.
She's saying
I sucked ass two way. Like, so I feel like that shit frustrated me because I didn't know how to hold it.
Then look, I got myself.
It's like no way that I held it made it feel like I was doing it right.
Oh, Adam Sandler ass nigga.
Oh, God.
Babe, we're not recording this.
Let's go, nephew.
Right there, bitch, at the park, little bite.
This is making fun of my shoulders.
Oh,
That one wasn't I was trying to hit the fuck out of it, and I think I just slipped off by a little bit. Trying to get as many balls as possible so we can keep playing for a little bit more. I just split.
hey, that one was good.
I'm telling you.
It was good. I had to turn my body just a little bit to the left because I realized I was kicking it to the right.
Perdón.
La verga.
Because
I have to excuse myself because I
Nah,
need to use the restroom really bad.
now let's go play golf for real.
I'm down.
Go to Emerald Bay and what's it called?
We got a spot. We got a spot we're looking at.
Where?
I'll tell you off camera. I don't want these people to go and fuck with us. Fuck with us. They don't know we're elite for real. TYF can't play on the same golf course as peasants.
Bro, we're gonna.
The fuck, bro?
We are
We're about
peasants
to hit the
too.
fucking Powerball. You said what?
Nah, that would be crazy if we hit the Powerball.
I know. Imagine like us talking about it and like,
Man, I buy a fucking clubhouse. I don't give a shit.
fuck, I bought Mickey Mouse's clubhouse, nigga.
I'm buying SpongeBob's pineapple, nigga.
Shit, you can be underwater, nigga. I'm good.
I'm buying a bunker. Fuck
Underwater
that
hotel.
bullshit. I'm buying a bunker.
Nah, the insurance on that bitch would be crazy.
Bunker as fuck.
Okay, so we're gonna open up an underwater hotel.
An underwater hotel. You missed out.
We're gonna call it.
Perron.
We're gonna call it the underwater hotel.
No cap. That's
We're gonna call it Atlantis. The lost city of Atlantis.
nice.
And we're gonna pay women to put on fake tails and swim underneath like mermaids.
Professional.
How much you gonna pay him?
20 an hour.
A good bit. All I gotta do is like swim by one time every once in a while. Be like, oh my god, look at that mermaid. Just fuck with them a little bit. Get the tourist attraction. Dude, come on, ponte pilas. Like just off in the distance, just dive. We'll get like.
Would you get some male ones as well?
And then it's
If you
gonna
want to fuck it?
and then
I
it's
don't
gonna be
know,
like that
6
one
feet.
video of that
Oh no!
that one mermaid in the tank that couldn't swim up
Oh yeah,
and she took this shit up.
Hell no.
In front of all the kids.
Because no, you gotta get professionals. That's what I would try to do. Like, however much you charge just for like an appearance, just for like, go down, get one kid to spot you, one TikTok video, and get the fuck out of there. That's it.
Majestic. They have the tails have to look majestic.
Yeah,
Super shiny.
you know they have that shit for real. You know that they have like hyper realistic. Is that what you would call it? Like
Yeah.
whenever it's like super. Anyways, it's like latex up to like the waist and whatnot, and it kind of like blends in from your skin into. I think I saw this most expensivest with 2 Chainz on YouTube. Did you know about that? No, you know about that show he had? basically, 2 Chainz, Titty Boy, would have his own show. On the channel, I forgot, but I've seen it lots on YouTube. And he'd go called Most Expensivest, and he'd go from most expensive.
Didn't one time he go?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Was it
Yeah.
weed one time, right?
Yeah,
I saw
yeah,
the weed one.
Food, weed infused food, and then it was mermaid tails and things like that. And I don't know for what reason, but it did show male and female actors, and they would have these fucking shits on, and then they're just there sitting there doing this shit, and he's like, "What the fuck is wrong with y'all?" As a matter of fact, I'm very intrigued, and I would like to show you this.
So talking about mermaids and stuff,
Yo,
I want to kind of like jump from this topic to a.
Cantinflas.
Huh?
Cantinflas?
Oh,
Is that what you're gonna bring up?
yeah. How'd you know?
It just strikes a nerve in his brain.
Because Cantinflas is like the only one that I've ever heard like was deep into that mermaid stuff for real.
Yeah.
I know this is
Like he did, bro. He got. You know who that is, right?
yo,
No.
the one with the mustache.
You don't know how Cantinflas is?
no.
Well, he's like a very. He was in a show, right? He was an actor.
He was an actor.
He was an actor, and it was like he was basically like El Chavo. Like that's as relevant as he was, basically. So it's like his face was synonymous, and I don't know what ended up what he ended up doing that made him like wanna pursue like mermaids, or he had a fascination about them. But like he would literally like do like he studied it and would do everything to try to like find a mermaid and marry her. Like I think one of them was that you had to like put a statue facing the water on some certain part of, I don't even know if it was part of the world, but he went and bought this specific house so that he could have the statue set up by the water, facing the water. Like, and there was so many things that he spent money, like a absurd amount of money, because he wanted to meet a mermaid and marry her. And like that statue and stuff is still there.
Damn.
This is not the video. I don't even know if it was the fucking video of Most Expensivest. But this is Art Insider of how realistic mermaid tails are made, if this bitch will ever load. But I mean, I'd splurge a little bit for a motherfucking actor to come and.
Hell yeah.
But
I mean, I don't think we need to know how
Do you
they're
believe
made,
in-
but I kind of want to know
do
how
you
much
believe
the most
in
expensive one is.
mermaids? Not mermaids, but like sirens and things of that nature, aquatic.
Oh no, I guess it wasn't a mermaid.
No.
It was, hold up.
I don't know if it's gonna say how much it is, but look at this shit.
Ariel, but there's also mermen.
Yeah.
I had an ex who was obsessed with mermaids, so I got into it by starting to create mermaid tales for him.
Okay. With that being said,
That was it for TYF Podcast today. Now, Blake.
Oh, look,
no, that's it for the tails.
look.
Let's talk about Cantinflas and the home he built for mermaids. Cantinflas, whose real name was Mario Moreno, was one of the most famous Mexican actors. He was super worldwide, everybody knew him. But he had a weird obsession. He was super obsessed with mermaids. His obsession grew so big to the point where he even wanted to marry a mermaid. Someone by the name Carlos knew of his obsession. He promised to fulfill Cantinflas with his dream of seeing a mermaid. He told him to build a mansion by the edge of the sea. This specific location is in Acapulco, which is one of the most famous places for tourists to go to the beach. Carlos also told him to build a statue by the edge of the sea. And he told him that whenever he goes outside at night, around 3 in the morning, he's gonna be able to see a mermaid. It is said that supposedly Cantinflas would see mermaids every night. He would stand by the edge with his statue and would be able to see them. There's even stories of him hosting private parties with the mermaids. The mansion had a small entrance that connects the ocean to the pool, so that the mermaids could enter and exit whenever they wanted to. After his death, due to legal reasons, the mansion had to be abandoned, and many explorers that go into the mansion claim to be hearing voices and laughter coming from around the mansion. There's also rumors that the statue comes to life at night and jumps into the ocean with the mermaids. What do you guys think of this urban legend?
Pretty crazy, huh?
Yeah, no, I would believe. I mean, you got all the money that you could possibly imagine because he was very successful. Maybe that's what happened to you and or you and you have an obsession and you're like, I really just want to fucking see an alien. So you hire whoever it is that fucking says, hey, you post up right here at this point in time in this point of the fucking city in the state, and you can see whatever it is that you want to fucking see.
You know what that reminds me of?
Hmm?
You know what that reminds me of?
What does it remind you of, bro?
It reminds me of this story. So, the story is a man, and he wants like strength. He wants like to be powerful. He wants to like be able to beat people basically, because at some point,
Like physically beat people? Like
yes,
abusive?
he wanted
He wants to be
become
physically dominant.
he
over
wanted to be
everyone.
physically dominant because he's tired of being not physically dominant and people being physically dominant over him.
Okay, yeah.
And beating him up or like yeah, beating him up in like in a match, like whenever they fight. So he's like he's searching for power, and he goes in Mexico to like, I'm not gonna say like a mago, like a what is it, like a un mago, the people that do magic,
Magician.
but a dude, yeah, magician, whatever it is, or whatever they're
Well, like
called.
magician.
Huh? No, like
No,
a magician
mago-
or something.
He's like a witch in guy form almost.
Yeah.
Like a
So they
warlock?
go
I
talk
don't
to
know.
him or whatever,
Mhm.
and he's like, okay.
Mhm.
So they get on a boat.
Okay.
They get on the boat.
Okay.
They take
Are we still in Mexico?
yes, still
Yeah.
Okay.
okay.
Yes.
Occur like Cardi, and then so they get in the boat, they go in the river, and so they get to like where there's like a canyon or something, like this big gray like rock wall, right?
Mhm.
And he said from here on, like yeah, te dejo, you go by yourself. And he's like, what? And he's like, yeah, I already told you what you're looking for is up there. So yeah, he climbs up all the way, right? Y when he gets there, all he sees is un huevo, and he eats that shit,
Mhm.
and then he jumps from the cliff into the water.
It's not some natural libre shit. Yo. Is that what the fuck you talking about, bro?
Yes.
You fucking suck dick. Nigga, is that all you suck dick for real?
Yes.
So I'm like, why does that sound like why did it sound so much like that?
I wanted to see who called me out at some point. Like, wait, this sounds really familiar.
They do that with Spider-Man all the time, bro.
At first I thought you
Like, have you seen the Pace guys?
No.
Like, they'll go up to girls and be like, "So yeah, I wanted to buy this car," and
my grandpa passed away.
and my grandma, yeah, and then he'll be like, and he told me as he was dying, with great power, and I'm like, bro, and the girls are all like, "Oh my gosh," and then it's just funny.
Bro, I
as
thought
fuck.
you were talking about the one. I thought you were talking about the fucking Marvel movies, whatever they're like trying to get the stone and it's at the top, but they gotta sacrifice one of the loved ones in order to get the stone from the red
Thanos
skull.
sacrifices Gamora.
At first you were thinking it was
I thought
that.
it was that. I'm like,
Speaking
this
of,
fucking
well, y'all
guy.
watch that movie, right? Like the
Yeah.
big Marvel movies.
Yeah.
They're fucking so big. What?
Wait to be Nacho Libre.
This nigga's talking about Nacho Libre over here.
Oh fuck! Nacho Libre is one of the funniest movies ever. Like, I don't know why, but to me, it's so fucking
But,
funny.
bro, there's a show that I just started watching because I'm trying to. Basically, I've been just trying to cover all the MCU.
Yo.
And just kind of figure all that out so then I can start reading the comics because I'm going back and forth right now.
Mhm.
But there's a show called WandaVision,
Mhm.
and it takes place it takes place around the same time. And in this, so you know how like Thanos snaps, right?
Mhm.
Everybody's gone,
Mhm.
you know? Well, half the population is gone. Everything happens. The show starts off with basically the snap where they come back.
Mhm.
So Tony dies, and they all come back. But if you remember, Wanda, like the Scarlet Witch, she's the one that took the stone out of Vision's head and had to watch him die. So in this show, it starts off with like a 50s vibe, like old TV show. It's in black and white. The first 2 episodes are in black and white. And yeah, I was so like confused because I was like, well, there's no correlation. It just seemed like a TV show. But like at the end of every episode, it showed like somebody was watching like on a TV. So then I'm like, what the heck? And like there's little things that are going wrong, but it's like getting more noticeable like as the episodes go on. What ends up happening and what I end up finding out and what the show is basically all about. When that happens, when that event happens, the snap and everything, Wanda creates and takes over like basically this city. And she has like a dome over it, like a force field. And she's in control of everything that's going on. People start going in there, and people are like, well, where are these people going? One of the agents is like an FBI agent, or like I forget what they call it in the movie, but she goes in there, and she ends up like as part of the show. And then we're like, well, what the heck is like happening? Like, and then she ends up like getting to come out. So now she's like, I know what's happening in that reality. Like, I know what's going on. And once she gets out, that whole city is just basically a reality she created herself. So she ends up having kids. She ends up having like all this stuff she's in control over. And her husband, Vision, like he ends up, and it's ironic because the job they give him is he's like the smartest guy running about to run a computer company. And like they keep joking about it, like, dang, you know so much about computers, you know so much about AI, this and the third, because he's a fucking computer. Like, that's what he is. So then, and he ends up growing like really weird, like, why are these things happening? Like, you're not acting the same. Like, whenever certain stuff happens, you're quiet, and like she's keeping stuff hidden, you know. He ends up trying to leave like the dome and everything, and this is after like they have kids. This is after, and there's constant like fourth wall breaks where like they reference like stuff that you think they wouldn't reference, like real world shit, and then back and forth. And it's just crazy because like she created and took over this whole town, and everybody has their own like personality.
Tell me where this fits into this, because I saw a reel, right? WandaVision, cool. She's talking to Vision. She's on the couch. He's talking some shit. I guess this conversation is not going her way. TV turns black, resets, and everybody's like, "What the fuck? Did my TV just glitch or some shit?" But in other words, she did that. You know?
Yeah. So what ends up happening is, and I liked it because there's a group. They end up taking an actor from Thor. Like Thor, his story, like he ends up falling in love with a scientist, and that scientist has like a girl that is like her right hand girl, whatever. She ends up being taken by the same organization that's trying to figure out what's happening inside this city that they can't get into. They're trying to figure out what's happening. She ends up finding out that she could pick up a frequency that can only be picked up on an old school television. So then that's where you connect that's who's watching it. Because at the end of the show, you could see somebody like clicking the TV off or pausing it or whatever. But Wanda is in control of like what people on the outside can see. So it's like stuff will be happening in the show, but the people on the outside are seeing like cuts and then the credits and stuff like that. So day by day, she's getting to decide everything that's happening. But time is different. Everything's different. And she doesn't even know how she created it. She said she was just really lonely because she lost Vision. She had to be the one to kill him. This, that, the third. And then that's whenever she created her own reality. And it's just cool because we're watching the show, but the whole premise is she created a universe where she's controlling everything in there. And it's a show in the universe. So it's like the lady that was an FBI agent or whatever will go in there, and she automatically becomes a character, and it's an alternate character. And she says that like in her head, she feels Wanda controlling her, and the way that Vision ends up finding out that Wanda's doing that is because he ends up like touching, like using his powers on someone, because he's like, okay, this shit is crazy, like something isn't adding up. He ends up touching someone, and they snap back into like what they were in the original world. And that way, like, he's like, what's going on? Like, and then he's like, where's my, like, he'll do that to some guy at work. And then he's like, I gotta get my phone. Where's my sister? I gotta call my sister. Where am I? This, that, the third. And then, like, he'll touch him again. And then he'll go back to just being, like, the funny guy of the show, you know? So it's like a cool, like badass, like reality where she's having to have constant control over everything. But then there's also like certain ends where like you can't cross, and that she doesn't have control over what's on the other side because that's her force field. And like towards like the edges and stuff, it's just people like stuck or like moving slow or like doing the same action over and over again because like they're NPCs, like she doesn't have enough willpower to control all of them, so they're just generated there. And she's able to like generate, and that's how Vision ends up finding out at first, because he's like, how are we having like kids? Because she ends up having twins. Like how did we have kids? Who fucking knows? She was able to do that. And then they're like, he ends up being like, why is our kids the only kids in the whole town? Like we live next to close to a park, and there's never kids there when I go to work. Like she's like, no, it's not. This is at the third, and like, it's a good show. Right? Like you'd have to watch it, but I think if you like,
You know what it remind,
and you know what like went on in those movies, like you could dead ass just start the show today and be like,
that when I saw that show, it reminded me a lot of the Truman Show.
Bitch, I was just about to say that shit.
Yeah,
and
like,
they
when I
take,
saw
it's
it,
funny
this kind of felt like
because
what it
they
was.
take like as the shows are going on, it'll be like increment of 10 years. So it starts off in the 60s, so it's 60s vibe, 60s banter, 60s whatever, and now I'm probably like 4 or 5 episodes in, and they just like kind of copied like Modern Family. Like they're sitting in the living room in between scenes and they're talking about what's happening, and they're like, but I don't know, and then it'll cut back to the show. So it's like they're always constantly like advancing. So
Yeah.
I recommend it to anybody who
No, I was
watches
just
Marvel
about to
movies.
say, like, y'all ever heard of the Truman Show? I want to know, is it like an actual show itself, or is it like a movie?
No, it's a show.
No, because I wanted to get into that, but I don't know. All right, you think about shit too hard, way.
It's a pretty good show.
All right, you think about shit a little too hard. Imagine. Yeah, it's recording, Chris.
It's a pretty good show, boy.
Do you know about the Truman Show, Mister?
not.
Is it recording? So basically, it's
I've seen a
fucking
couple episodes.
Jim Carrey,
Like
and it's showing you.
It's a movie, no? It's a movie.
That's what I
The
was.
Truman Show is a movie. The Truman Show
No,
is a
it's
movie
not.
because the movie is
based on
about
shows.
no
A show, no?
no. Truman Show is a movie that is based, según Truman Show. It's a show of Truman, and the movie's based about that, según, because every single day of his life since he was born, it had been broadcasted on TV, and that's what the movie's about. And then one day he finds out, and he escapes, and this and that. He starts getting hints, just like
I thought you were talking about like the old '60s show.
Number the one with Jim Carrey.
Nah, as soon as you said Jim Carrey, I was like, I don't think we're talking about the same
Nah,
thing.
it's a movie.
Nah.
It's a movie about. Well, yeah, just things not really being what they appear to be, and this person is under a different impression, and slowly he comes to a realization that things aren't really what they seem, and then he goes on to figure out what it is that these like third, fourth walls are, and like shit's bigger than what it actually appears to be.
Like imagine being born and your whole life is a lie, and there's like just everything surrounds you. Nobody thinks the whole world surrounds around like me, right? And he would never thought that either. And then one day he finds out this world is revolving around me. If he was about to get hurt, the whole world stopped. Like everybody in the town that he lived in, like like shit like that. There would be people that try to get in there to tell him like, "Hey, you're trapped in the show. And this isn't real," because he thought it was his real life.
Yeah.
The whole time. So that's just crazy.
What another movie?
What's
to
on
get you
top? What's
thinking?
on top of that is that, you know how a lot of the times people are like, well, movies are based off of actual things that are either true, like just with story behind it. Like there's a bottom line premise to movies that they just keep using, but it's like colored different ways. It's some of them are PG, some of them are PG-13, some of them are, but they're based on the same premise, like to get you reeled in. Like the story's based on the same shit that gets humans, like it's what draws you. It's like what gets like your heart going, what gets all this whatever the fuck that they know that we don't. But it's like so many people that end up getting like out of the matrix talk about having like an out of body experience to where they see and feel themselves like just being kind of just either like energy or just like their soul, and being it that basically and end up figuring out and having this sense of relief of like what the world actually is. Like you get this sense of relief because you're like, I'm tripping and there's so much more I don't even understand.
I believe that is why we are here. Cause in high school, I was a little bit more close-minded, and I'm like, I don't know, I'm a little shy, embarrassed, and things like that. I took one good mushrooms trip. One good ass one right before Thanksgiving, bro, like the night before. And then I was like scared. I heard somebody walking in my kitchen, and I was scared. Let me tell you, I was laying on the couch because I couldn't sleep in my bed for some reason. I then left my body, saw myself on the couch, saw my roof, saw Tyler, saw Texas, saw the world. Don't remember after that. Suddenly, after a while, then I hear footsteps in my kitchen, and it felt like a very dark, heavy presence. And my couch at the time was, I guess, parallel to the kitchen. The kitchen door. My fridge has always been in this place. So I am facing the back of the couch, facing the kitchen. It's so simple for me to raise my head and see who's in this kitchen. Something in me
Tells you not to.
told me not to fucking look, or I was gonna fucking die. Then the next morning, after a couple hours, everybody's awake, and I'm telling everybody, hey, who was up in the kitchen? Anybody go get some drink? Like, somebody went to the restroom? Like, no, nobody woke up. Nobody was, like, what the fuck are you talking about? Everybody was asleep around that time. And my thoughts were, this presence began in the center of the hallway, took steps forward, took steps to the right, just stood there and probably even turned at me. With that being said, that kind of departed from what I was talking about. That sort of out-of-body experience kind of made me feel like, well, this is all like, this isn't all really what it's made to be. I'm not fucking spiritual as fuck like that. I'm not fucking, you know.
Like, there's so much to the universe, man. Like
yeah,
that,
no,
you know?
like, okay, yeah, I could sit there with somebody like that.
I could,
and
yeah,
kinda pick
and
their
enjoy,
brain.
yeah.
I could also sit with the business guy and think about like some fucking business shit right then and there. But because their worlds are so fucking different, and one person sees, oh, he is running in a rat race, trying to get to somewhere. At the end of the day, none of that shit matters. 'Cause you're gonna die, you can't take it with you. This other person is like, while you're here, you gotta make the most of it. Gotta do this, that, and third. If not, you're gonna be stuck somewhere you don't want to be.
That's why I find it so crazy, because I feel like we can all relate to this in a sense, and I feel like this is why we get along in a lot of different ways, whether that's the humor that we like, whether that's like serious conversations we have, or whatever it is. But we have a very like open mind in the sense of we understand in what scenarios, and that life is like a game in a way, to where you have to
Like
play
a
a
box of
certain
chocolates,
you have to
you never
play
know
it
what
certain
you're
ways
gonna
in
get.
certain scenarios, you know what I mean?
Yo.
So it's like there's gonna be certain times where you're gonna have to look at the logical route for some situations to get the result you want, but then a lot of the times where you think logical routes, you still have to think about the non-logical routes to help you make decisions. So it's like, even though you're not one of those guys that's like, yeah, the universe and this and that, and if I do this, this is gonna happen
to me, dude.
yeah, like all that bullshit, like you don't completely move it out the way.
But if you
You
got
take it
there, bro,
into
I
it.
feel
You
like
take
that
it.
helps.
You use it to help you make decisions in a logical way, which is crazy, because you process it in a way where most people, like most business people, and I don't want to say a lot, because a lot of successful people do both, but I have met like some more successful people that are kind of closed-minded in the sense that they're like, no, that's how it is, that's how I know, and that's it. You know what I mean? But the ones that kind of do expand are the people that look at both sides, the people that aren't closed-minded to anything, the people that, because if you're not closed-minded, then you're like open to anything and being able to meet anybody's needs. Because I mean, if you don't listen to rock, but you know that in this city you have money and you can invest into like a rock, like let's say like center where like rock bands come, whatever the fuck, you knowing that just off of not being closed-minded is gonna get you more money there off of just,
because in psychedelics, just to temper with that for a little bit, because psychedelics is really where most people get their
awakening
break through their wall and opening their third eye and things of that nature. I think it was called like the holy dose or something along those lines. Basically, you take like 5, 6, 7 grams of mushrooms, things of that nature. You get so fucking up there that you start like you get
to gain
past
another
all the
consciousness,
shit.
no?
You get into the consciousness shit and you start thinking and asking questions that you never probably ever thought about, things of that nature. Sometimes you can have like a dark trip, be very negative, and that's not really fun. But on the other side, you could have more of a expanded, I don't know, view of everything because of all these new profound questions and thoughts and connections being made in your mind because of that eye being opened. And I feel like that's another reason why people do like the ayahuasca and the psychedelics, because people say like there's, what is it, the word was just fucking said not too long
On the
ago.
tip of your tongue.
Yeah, but basically, this is this chemical that's made like inside your mind, like inside of you. And whenever you die, it's like fucking like rushed into you. In other words, they're
Super
saying
jafloxamine.
something like that. Some shit, dude. I don't know.
He just thought of dopamine and put some other shit in front
Even
of
if you
it.
just made it up. It's an actual word. It's an actual
bro,
term, and it's an
super
actual like
It sounds like super jafloxamine.
study. But basically, this is something that's made,
Spell that?
and
Nigga, I don't know how to spell it, but I'm dead ass.
you fucking die. In other words, and this chemical is released, like not dopamine, but this chemical is released into you, and then you have that fucking trip. What people are going for with the ayahuasca and things like that, to go and have the out of body experience, damn near get to that point of fucking think I'm already dead. Like this is me dead, going through the next life. Because that's what some people say. Like, this shit was so heavy, I thought I was dead. And then 15 minutes later, you're back in your life right there sitting down next to your buddies with the shaman and just, because niggas are tripped the fuck out. That was kind of racist a little bit. I don't know. But with that being said, like, people do that shit for real. You get what I'm saying? And just not studies. I don't know if they're studies. But because this thing is released into your body, people are not chasing it, but they're going after that experience because what if there is some type of science and like more that goes into what it actually is, like, because we just wake up, go to sleep every day, go to work, repeat, right? Got our routines, we got the people we see, we got the people we don't see, things we do, things we try to stay away from, things we want to do. But then you just take this day separate, take this trip to another fucking galaxy, and your mind just expands and you think of all this other shit. Now you come back to reality and you're like, all this shit I've been doing, I've been wasting my fucking time. And you could go on to do other fucking things. You switch your fucking career, you switch your fucking gender, you do other fucking other shit. Okay, the gender was a stretch, but what I'm saying is you just switch up because now you got these other thoughts because you just experienced something life changing, which, in other words, you probably just experienced death. In other words, you probably went to go talk to God. He told you, hey man, go do this and that. And you come back. That's probably not how it goes. I'll probably do it just to find out. But you know what I'm saying? Where was I going with this?
I'm scared of never coming back.
I'm scared of like getting stuck in like
A bad loop.
right there in the middle where people don't come back. But
I'm
feel
stuck.
like that's what lots of
I'm
people-
scared about seeing a red lamp too.
Red lamp. What the fuck does that got to do with anything? You know, you talking about like
The red lamp story. You know?
Insidious and shit.
No, fool.
What the fuck are you talking about?
About the guy who ends up like in a concussion and living like 5, 10, 15 years, like living out his whole life, family, kids, whatever the fuck. And it's crazy because what ends up happening is like he picks up
Mm-hmm.
in his life
Mm-hmm.
like normal. So it's basically like he has a concussion,
Mhm.
right? And then picks up in like a life. Ends up having a 15-year stint, has a wife, kid, everything. Goes down like normal day down to the basement. There's a red lamp in like the corner that has always been there, but it's upside down. And he's like, the fuck? Looks away, looks back, still
No.
upside down.
Oh.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Every time he comes back down here for like a week, let's say, something's different. The lamp's still tripping, something's different.
Mm-hmm.
Just tripping over this lamp. One day he's like, man, I'm just gonna sit. I'm gonna fucking stare at this lamp. I'm not leaving. I need to figure out what the
Mhm.
fuck is wrong with this lamp. Shit starts like just getting bigger and bigger
Mhm.
and bigger. At this point, it's to the point where he's like just stuck and zoned into this lamp, and it's just getting bigger, 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 until it just covers his whole line of sight, and then it just turns white. And as the white's coming back, he wakes up in the middle of his high school football game. So he went from
fuck?
a 30-year-old man, 17, 16-year-old, high school football, waking up, middle of the field, someone blew the fuck out of you.
But that's the trippy thing, because some people go on that trip They go on their ayahuasca, whatever the fuck.
What I was
cold
trying to
plus
get
whatever.
to is
Mhm.
the part of the brain that does that can be accessed through a bunch of like, you
That's
know.
why some people live a whole fucking life, bro. Some people get into that trip.
Yeah, and he
And
went
go
into
have a
depression.
wife,
He
kid,
went into
career,
depression
and
because
then
he
they
would
snap
never
back.
see them again.
That's what people do as well. Not that's what people do, but that happens to some people as well because they just
Such a bad trip.
had a fucking
Well,
wife.
such a big
they
trip.
just had kids. They just had a fucking career, like I just said. And then you snap back and you're
The brain is a crazy
Just
thing.
weird.
Sounds like a movie.
Nah, wait. These are actual experiences from actual.
But-
people. You can go on YouTube and look this shit up for real.
You know what's it called? Fuck. It reminded me of some shit, but yeah, no me acuerdo.
I just think it's crazy, like that different parts of our brain do different functions at certain
Oh,
times.
I was gonna say it's crazy because they say that when you die,
7 minutes of your highlights.
yeah, like not a highlights, but like some 7 minutes of like your like your life literally flashing like before your, like, you know, it's flashing.
I think when it comes to stuff like that, I believe it.
But I just think that with those experiences come different
Outcomes.
Hell yeah.
outcomes. You get to. How do I?
I
Put
feel
it?
like you just gotta experience it to be able to really grasp what happens. Like, because you can only say like, oh damn, yeah, that's crazy. He had a whole nother life. He this, that, the third. You know.
Mhm.
Sorry about that.
But to an extent, you're never not gonna know what it actually feels like to be in there. You know. You have to be in there.
I'm not telling everybody, go try
Acid.
drugs.
Yeah, most definitely not saying that.
I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is
Don't go do that.
that there are experiences due to these
Psychedelics.
psychedelics, due to these products, and there are, I don't know how to put it. Just look it up. If this didn't do it for you, look it up. Look it up for yourself, and you will hear other people's experiences, and you kind
Hell
of
yeah.
fall into a rabbit hole.
Hashtag psychedelic.
But yeah,
But on that note, we hope you enjoyed everything we talked about today. And yeah, I'm gonna let Chris end this off because that's all I had to say.
look that shit up.
Anyway, guys, we appreciate you for staying this far in the video. We hope you have a wonderful day. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, like the reels, like.
What's so funny?
Make sure you comment.
Wow.
Make sure you send this to your mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, tia, tío, your fucking cousin you don't even talk to no more. Send it to anybody. Hey, we love you. Appreciate you. TYF signing out.
Send it to the person that you're trying to break contact with. Not break contact with. You know what I mean.
We don't know what you mean.
If you're trying to trip out, send it to that person you're trying to trip out with.
Yeah, that part.
Secret code word for this episode is
Pineapple.
That's your friend?
pineapple.
I don't know. What was the secret?
Why pineapple?
Huh? Because of swingers.
Yep, I knew it. That's your friend?
That's
Swingers like
upside down
pineapples.
pineapple.
I didn't say the upside down one. I was based off of it. If I would have.
You said this one in the video? Hashtag pineapple.
Send it to your cousin.
What the hell, man? Bye.